Good morning. How you doing?
Very good. You alright?
I'm good. You can't really see this, but I've improved my background. I've got a blue Indian rug from India on the wall, sort of sandwiched into my cupboard, and a plant that has seen better days because it doesn't like the cold at the moment. But it's very pink and pretty.
That sounds like the kind of way that I used to decorate my student room when I was about 21.
Yeah, I haven't aged, to be honest, mentally, particularly.
Good. I'm impressed. I feel like there is something that we should maybe get somebody to help us, or help you with your interior design. Maybe somebody can leave something in the comments, and maybe the best commenter can come out and stay with you and decorate your house, or your flat, or your room.
So the competition is that someone comes to my house. Yeah. This is where it's fine.
Gives you some interior design tips.
Okay, I'm down with it. We'll launch it. It'll be great. We can somehow link it to climbing gear. Not sure how.
It could be called like Matt's Help Matt because he needs it.
That's already a thing. Don't worry. There's a website. I'll link it down below. You just donate money to a good Matt cause, and then it's a thing.
Okay.
It's the news show, which means news, obviously, but also we've been setting ourselves these little challenges. And we've slightly, not run out of ideas, but we've slightly gone back to an idea, perhaps.
Full circle back to roots. So me and Matt thought maybe we'd go back to like figuring out how to go about climbing a certain route. What route do you want to climb? Okay, so I'm super excited by this because it's an area and a route that I've always wanted to do. It's called, and forgive me because I can't actually remember the exact name of it. It's called something like Fiesta Los Biceps or Fiesta dos Biceps. It's in Rigolos in Spain. It's this multi-pitch route and it looks incredible. And I just want to find out a little bit more information because this is potential road trip / AD Corona. AD? Is that what we call it? AC. AC. Okay. So Spanish biceps route.
Yes.
That's what I'll type into Google.
Yeah, do that. It's savage. And I'd love to find out more, please.
Okay. Right, okay. And then for me, I am going to go for... I basically want to know if you can go to Yosemite and climb something that isn't ridiculously hard. So a climb for like the average man, the average human, the average male or female man. So well, if there's a climb, I don't even mind aiding it, to be honest, but something that will allow me to go to Yosemite and do some climbing. And also, how the hell do you get to Yosemite?
Right,
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Where do you fly to? Do you hire a car? Do you get in a camper van?
Right. Okay. I will discover this for you. Don't you worry.
Discover.
Give me an hour, and I will talk to you again.
All right. See you in an hour. 1 hour later. How was your hour?
Sorry, I was on a Google chat to GoPro whilst you're speaking there. Apologies about that.
You're on a Google chat to GoPro?
Yeah, they've lost a GoPro. They've just lost. I ordered a GoPro and they've lost it. So I was just talking to them, and then you started talking. So sorry about that.
You've lost a GoPro.
I bought a GoPro and they've lost it for delivery.
Dave lost it or they lost it? Oh, you bought. Which one did you buy?
I went 8 because the reason is because I'm bored of vlogging on my big camera all the time, and I was vlogging on a GoPro and it was amazing. So I want to go back to those days. That's the plan.
What about what are the 360 ones? What are they called? Can't remember.
Yeah, the new one.
The Fusion.
Size. Yeah, it's expensive. That's the thing. The GoPros are cheaper now, so I'm being tight.
You should just go for a GoPro 1. That'd be really cheap these days.
Stabilization. It's wobbly. People don't want the wobble,
Yeah, all right. I've got bones to pick with that, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not the time.
Right, it's not the news either. But we have got news. We've got climbing news. Actual news.
Actual news. Factual news.
Real news. So maybe let's kick off with Olympic news. With the news that France's Anouk Joubert, I think I pronounced that right, and Italy's Mika Pekuleras, Julia. Joubert. Jau.
Okay.
Joubert?
Right.
Joubert?
Yeah, I bow to your French knowledge.
Yeah, good point. All right, fine. But they have both been given Olympic places. And this is because the tripartite quota, and this is a quota that's given to countries which don't necessarily have like the sort of the level of the athletes normally. You can usually apply for a place and sort of get almost like a wild card situation. But because that tripart place had to be filled by March, and no one filled it in, so no one's applied for it. So they've given it to the next ranked athletes, which happens to be those two. So
nobody filled it in. I can't believe nobody filled it in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs. I know that last summer during the Japanese Games, there was a bit of controversy surrounding this. I don't know whether it's that there just aren't the countries applying for it, or if it was anything to do with the fact that the competitions have been cancelled and that's why they didn't fill it in. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they haven't. But it does mess some people up, and especially it messes up. Yeah, well, EpicTV athlete Stefano Gosolfi, he was hoping for that European Championship qualifier last chance, but the European qualifier was rescheduled from March. So this is the problem. Because it got rescheduled, they had to give away the places and he's missed out. The other athlete to miss out is France's Fanny Gibert, who was also hoping again for that last chance place. So a shame for those guys. Congratulations to Anouk and Mikel. But yeah, more places gone for the Olympics.
There was a story a while back about, is it like a Serbian or like somebody from maybe Turkey, or I'm not sure, but somewhere where I think you covered it, and they basically IFSC forgot to tell him to compete, and if he'd just competed, he would have made it because he was like one of the only person that signed the form. Yeah,
they. From what I remember, is they invited him, they paid for some of his accommodation and travel, and then sort of failed to tell him the part about signing in. That's what I understood. So yes, that's a shame.
I feel like I feel frustrated mostly because Stefano hasn't made it, which is like I know that's kind of my problem. But the other problem I have with it is, I can't believe nobody filled it in. I can't believe there's been like a lack of communication whereby nobody fills it in.
I don't know if it was in March. It just has to have been filled in by March. There was a deadline, and for whatever reason, people haven't followed the deadline, or just there aren't the athletes, perhaps, to do that. But yeah, it does seem strange. But I will look into it. Perhaps I can bring more information.
I'm slightly angry because I just don't understand it. Maybe that's it. I get angry about things I don't understand. It's kind of unrational, but that's just me.
Women.
I'm pretty unrational.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Fair enough. That's Olympic news for me.
Okay, Adam Ondra has made the first ascent of Bohemian Rhapsody in Rovist, Czech Republic. So this crag, he basically linked up, this massive link up of an 8B plus route into an 8C plus route into an 8C and then onto an 8B top out. In researching this story, I watched one of his videos, probably for the first time, which I'm ashamed to say, in full.
Right.
And it's funny because I watched the video and then he didn't do it, the video, then I was like, he didn't do it, but then it is reported on aa.nu that he did do it like the day after. But basically he like tries it until like 10, 11 at night. My takeaway from it is that his videos are really good. Like, they're really well shot, the music's really good, they're really well put together. Adam Ondra's very good, they're very well explained. I mean, I would recommend subscribing to that channel, also to this one. I'd go and subscribe. He's obviously got some good filmmakers on board. Mm-hmm. And they just they talk through the whole kind of process. And it also kind of shows you the difference between your average climber and Adam Ondra. Adam Ondra just won't give up and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And like by that point that you would have gone like thrown in the towel and been like, let's go get a beer kind of thing. He's still at the crag, lighting it up by head torches, black diamond head torches, conveniently, and still going for it. So that was a kind of positive for me. I thought like this is really, really good. I'm going to watch more of these. Nice.
I'm usually on the beer mentality during the walk into the crag. So yeah, we are different.
You're basically just drunk climbing.
But pretty much, yeah, we'll want to be anyway. Jakob Schubert is my hard ascending news, and he's repeated a historic 9A. First put up in 1994 by Alexander Huber. It's called Weißrose. It's in Austria, and this is only the third ascent. Weißrose, apologies. Third ascent. So Alexander Huber, Adam Ondra, and now Jakob Schubert.
Wow.
Massive route. I think we've been to the cliff. I don't want to pronounce it, but it's Schubert or something.
Was that the route that you fell off the last move on?
In Austria.
You know, you got to the top, you almost going to make it, and then somebody mentioned that only Adam Ondra and Alexander Huber had climbed it, and then you fell off. You lost your nerve.
Yeah, I just felt the pressure. But you know, I'll return one day.
Which is a shame.
After lockdown. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, nice one. Jakob, 9A. Obviously, lockdown training has helped.
Continuing the Austrian theme, because Austria they're coming out of lockdown. 18-year-old Stefan Schurz has been out climbing hard. He's climbed his first 9A Bergelsteiner. Took him 6 sessions, and the next day he climbed the Source 8C+ in Zillertal. So good work, Stefan.
We did have another piece of news, which was Alessandro Zeni, who sort of did a 9B potentially back in January, but he just released a video, which we can't embed at the moment on the EpicTV shop, on the EpicTV website, because it's a weird Vimeo thing, but I'm trying. But it's a very good video. It's a slab climb. There is a bit of controversy, there's a bit of debate, because it's a first ascent, it's a link up of 2 things. Some people are saying it's not 9B, some people are saying it's 9A+. But regardless, 9A+/9B slab route is disgusting, and he should be praised.
Should be
for that.
ashamed.
So nice one. No, I mean, if that's what he wants to do with his
Disgusting
weekends, then
behaviour.
fair enough.
How dare disgusting behaviour to climb a 9B slab route. That is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it's horrible. There are no holds.
Do you reckon he's just like climbing out like Spider-Man? Just like
he's got
flat
monos,
hands.
put it like that. He has undercling monos at one point.
Undercling
Gross.
monos.
Gross.
Sounds disgusting.
It is. That's all my news. I'm done. News done.
Undercling monos. Okay, which leads us to the feature, the main feature. You excited?
Yes. I am genuinely excited about this. I found a banging route for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
I want
then?
to climb it. I can if you want. Okay, so, I'll go first. So, some basics for you, Hugo Pilcher. Yosemite, it's in California, California. You asked about airport. I forgot to find out about airport, but you are going to have to fly from Geneva, probs, into... Where is California?
Oh my
LA,
God, this is not going well, Matt. So far, what's going on?
Well,
I thought this is like
you told me
this is like a guide of how I was going to get there. I didn't even know where to fly now. I'm just going to go to Geneva and say, "Can I go to Yosemite, please?" And then be like,
"Yeah."
What are you talking about?
Yeah, California.
California, yeah.
LA, somewhere in there. Fly in, you've got to get a car, or you've got to get one of them camper van things. It's about a 4-hour drive, I do know that. When you get to Yosemite Valley, you are going to be overawed by the beauty of the area. But keep it together, Hugo, keep it together. Because you need to find somewhere to park and camp and all the rest. Obviously, Camp 4 is the classic. You can sometimes walk in, you can sometimes have to book. You definitely have to book high season. There's a few other campsites dotted around, but there is a sort of a time limit on how long you can stay in the valley. So you either have to stay and go, or stay and hide, or stay on a wall sort of thing. So I think you go camping because you've got to, really. You've got to go to Camp 4, haven't you? It's got to be done. Okay, so route-wise. Now, I know that everyone sort of thinks the nose, El Cap. We're going to downgrade it slightly from there because I know that you haven't had that much aid climbing experience, and there is a lot of aid climbing within those routes. So what I recommend you do is the uber classic Royal Arches. Now, this route was first put up in 1936, which is outrageous if you think about it, by Ken Adam, Morgan Harris, and W. Kenneth Davis, who has an amazing name. It's on the north side of the valley, 15 pitches, so you're going to get your money's worth out of this thing, about 2,000 feet of climbing, and the grade is round about 5.9, American grade, so about 5B-ish, French sport, with one section of AO aid. AO aid is the easiest aid, okay? So a lot of free climbing involved in this, some trad climbing in there. It's a good starter. Don't be fooled by that 5B grade. It sounds low, it's not. If you can't do Yosemite cracks, it's notoriously sandbaggy, okay? So just, it's not that easy, but it's not uber hard either.
So I'm gonna have to do some crack training.
You are gonna have to do crack training. Chamonix is a fantastic place for that. You know, we've got amazing granite cracks here, so I can take you up, we can do some crack training.
True.
This route has got everything, honestly. It's got chimneys, it starts off with a chimney, chock stones, ledge traverses. There's even, which it sounds amazing to me, a 5.7 finger crack. How a finger crack is that easy, I don't know. Just shows you how difficult the cracks are.
Wow.
But the money pitch-ish is pitch 9. Okay, this is where the AO, the aid section, comes in. Basically, there's a blank bit of slab that you've got a pendulum across. You know, like pendulums, you attach a rope high, then you use momentum to swing out, run across the rock.
Yeah, I think I've seen it on some videos.
Section. Yeah, so there's various pendulum pitches. This is one of them. You can free climb it. Goes at about 510B, so about 6A-ish French, which is a bit sort of out of place with the rest of the route, which is why it's got a pendulum. So you clip a bit of fixed rope, you set yourself up, and then you run across the wall like an absolute hero, screaming like a maniac to reach the other side of that pitch, which sounds amazing. That is a good day.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Gear-wise, now because it isn't pure trad here, we're not talking like a nose or something like that where you're going to be aiding big sections of it. Normal rack sort of rules apply for this. So I bring full set of cams, maybe double up on the middle numbers, maybe just, you know, a few of your favourites, double up just in case. I would shove in a big rack of nuts in there, full set, small to big, all of them. About 10 to 12 quick draws, I'd recommend a few slings in there. I wouldn't really bother with pitons because, you know, you're up on a route that's been done since 1936. You know, there's going to be fixed gear, there's going to be pitons already there. You don't need to be adding extra ones to that kind of a route. And what's nice about this route is there's options for you because although you can rope climb it, it is a classic solo. A lot of people go out there solo it. It's also a speed route, around about an hour, I think, is the record. First set in 1979, that 1 hour record. And Cedar Wright has done it in something like 55 minutes from car to car, which is insane.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's a brilliant route. It's 15 pitches, you're gonna get your money's worth. It's gonna be the gateway climb to bigger climbs. And you can do it in a day. Although apparently people have absolute epics on it occasionally and get benighted, so be careful.
Amazing. That sounds very cool.
Yeah. It looks incredible. The pictures look awesome, like real scrambly sort of terrain. Just like it looks like a good day out.
Excellent. I think that sounds right up my street. I will take it and I will run with it. If we ever get it allowed to go to America again, which may be another term, I'll give it a try.
Do it. Let me know how it goes. Solo it. Why not? Speed climb it.
Solo it? Do you mean as in like free solo it or just solo it as in rope solo it?
No, free solo. It is a classic free solo route because it's not that difficult.
Okay.
I don't know what you do at the pendulum bit, jump, but
soloing 6A high above on a wall would be pretty tricky. Pretty tricky, pretty scary.
Yeah, trouser filling moment.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Thanks very much. I will probably never ever do that because I'll probably never ever go to Yosemite. But if we do, I will definitely try and look it up.
Awesome.
No, but good. That's good. Very good research. I liked all the little details about the route there. You really, you went to town with it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I've read about that route in. Do you remember? There's a brilliant Yosemite book, which was kind of what that film, what Stone Monkeys was based on. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember reading about Royal Arches in that book, and they, 1936. It's
That's
crazy.
cool.
Crazy.
You're climbing history there.
Yes, exactly.
Pre-Second World War.
History.
Amazing.
Right, tell me about my mega route because I'm so excited for this.
Fiesta de los Biceps is situated in Riglos, which I thought was a party town in Athens or Greece, but it's not. It is on a swath of heavily chalked perma-dry conglomerate potatoes, which is in reference to the type of rock. It's kind of bubbly, slopey, juggy, a bit of everything really. And it is situated nearby to Rodea. And in fact, when Rodea gets a bit wet, a lot of people go to this place because it's a kind of perma-dry location. Now it's made up of like kind of orange towers, which you can kind of see from miles around. And the one that you will be climbing, the route that you're going to be climbing is called Fiesta de los Biceps, and it is on La Visera, which is on the kind of right-hand side. Beautiful kind of face that kind of goes up and it's overhanging, a little bit overhanging the top. It's kind of like the classic of the mountain. So, of the group of mountains. Anyway, basically what you want to do, and I've done a bit of detail when it gets to how you get there.
Where is California? LA, is it?
You're welcome. So you want to get a flight. So you're going to go Geneva to Barcelona, and then Barcelona you're going to hire a car. Then you're going to drive 3.5 hours into the mountains, kind of towards the Pyrenees. And you're going to basically drive straight to Riglos. I'm basically like banking on you having like a 2-day trip here, or 3-day trip.
Right, fair enough. Well, yeah, at least. Yeah.
You're in, you're out. That there's no mucking around. Okay. So you basically I booked you a room in the local refugio.
Thank you.
Very basic, but like cheap, good budget. The advantage of this is it's a 6-minute walk from the route.
Perfect.
It's ideal.
Yeah.
It's also got a cafe, like kind of restaurant type thing. So you're going to go there, you're going to stay the night, you're going to have a bit of food in the local town. There's some bars and restaurants. Wake up the next day at 5 in the morning. There's going to be a packed lunch there packed breakfast waiting for you. And then you're going to walk to the crag. You're going to take a packed lunch up there with you as well, which I've organised.
5 in the morning? I'm on holiday here. Can we not do like 7?
No, this is it. 5 in the morning. I want you on the route by 6. Latest. Okay, so you're gonna
6-minute walk.
So you're gonna walk in, and just to give and take time for you to get lost.
Fair enough.
You're gonna walk to so basically, as you look at these faces, it's on the right hand side. It's called La Visera. The route starts up like a left trending corner, with Fiesta written kind of 10 feet up. So that's kind of how you know what route you're going to be going on. So there are 8 to 9 pitches. Like the 9th pitch is kind of more like a scramble. So yeah, it's pretty. Some people don't count it as a pitch, but if you did, it's 9 pitches, and it ranges from 6A to 7A. The crux pitch is the techie 3rd pitch, but it's pitch 7 where the fun starts. Overhanging on jugs, crimps, and slopers with almost 700 feet of exposure below you. So if you see any kind of pictures of people climbing on the route, the famous ones is like just climbing up these massive kind of bubbly, kind of potato-y type moves with huge kind of like drop out below you kind of thing. And it is slightly overhanging as well. And apparently a lot of fun. So this is where Matt gets his top off and starts cutting loose a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So the route in total should take you about 3 hours. You have your packed lunch at the top, where you can have cheese and pickle sandwiches, which they're going to make for you in the local town.
Not a big pickle fan, to be honest.
Tough, mate. That's what you're having, all right?
Right, fair enough.
Your climbing partner really likes pickle. I don't know who he is, or she.
She?
I don't know. It's whoever. Her name is Gloria. You met her in the refuge, and she's come with you. You basically took a chance. You didn't know whether you were going to have to solo it like Alex Honnold, or whether you'd beat somebody. Luckily, you met Gloria.
I like how this is about a love story as well. This is beautiful.
I mean, nobody said anything about love. Gloria is absolutely not interested in you. She's married to Pedro.
That doesn't matter for me. That's more of the challenge.
Right, okay. I'm going to put that to the side. The descent is marked out by cairns. Gloria has done this route once before, so she kind of knows where she's going, but the cairns will help you get down. It's a pathway that leads over kind of a shoulder over the back, and then you kind of come round and you come back into Riglos. Right. And then when you get down to Riglos, it'll be about kind of like, I don't know, 1:30. You have like a beery lunch, maybe a siesta, have a little like night out in Riglos with Gloria and her husband Pedro. I think he's definitely going to be there. So
he's away on business actually. He's a
anyway, then you wake up the next morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. Matt, sorry, there's an early flight. You
right.
You have to get a flight back at 8 o'clock. So you have to be at Barcelona Airport, and then you're back to Geneva.
Is this just because you want me to work the next day?
Yeah, I need you back in the office by 9. So. This isn't pleasure. This is pure work. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Few little tips. You want to go in spring to late autumn. You might want to take a small rack with you. It's pretty well protected, the routes, but there are a few sparsely protected, bolted pitches. So maybe like a small rack of a couple of nuts and some cams. Nothing kind of major. Take some slings for belay stations, and then in terms of ropes, you can either link up some pitches, in which case you probably need like a big kind of 80-meter rope. But if you don't do that, then a couple of 60-meter ropes are pretty good.
So you reckon climb with double ropes, not single ropes?
Yeah, so I reckon you're climbing the 60 meter ones. If you're going to do an 80 meter one, just do a big 80 meter rope, single one.
Okay.
And then the 60 meters, do double ones.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
That's
Thank
it. Gloria, I gave Gloria your number, so she's waiting to hear from you.
No. Oh, she's already got it, don't worry.
She's already got it, okay.
Yeah, that's fun. Great, that's awesome. I mean, honestly, that route is so beautiful. It's just like, you can see it from miles away, can't you? Like those pictures of the white chalk and I
had like a few mixed emotions looking at it with all that chalk in it. And like, it's all that beautiful red sandstone and there's just like a trail of white chalk. I know it's like unavoidable, but for me, that's like...
Yeah. I'll brush
doesn't
it
make
on
it
the
look
way
better.
Up, don't worry.
I think you and Gloria need to give it a little bit of a clean as you go up. Maybe that's it. You've got time. You could like.
Well, yeah, I'll get at 5 in the morning, aren't I?
Yeah, and you could take all day just to clean it and do the locals a bit of a service. Pedro would be very happy.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much.
No worries. No worries. I think you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I would love to do that route, so thank you. Cool. We have to decide is whether we're going to go and do an EpicTV production on the Old Man of Hoy North Face of Eiger or Rigolos and Yosemite. Who knows?
That's true. I know what I would prefer.
Yeah, me too, actually. Okay, well, we'll let the people know. So, guys, comment below which trip you want Hugo to spend our budget on us going to go and do, and he'll do it.
What's the choice, Old Man of Hoy or the other one?
Old Man of Hoy, North Face of Eiger, or Rigolos and Yosemite?
Or Rigolos, Greece.
Yeah. No, Rigolos, yeah, party town. I just have to check my camera. Hang on, so I'm moving away. Okay, I'm good. What's next? We've got shop stuff, haven't we?
Yes, let's talk shop. Next up with the shop stuff, let's do some media. I want to show a little teaser of Matt Phillips. Matt Phillips we're releasing this film on Friday. Matt Phillips is a paraclimber, an incredible paraclimber, double world champion. He's also an EpicTV athlete, and we've got a freaking awesome film coming out on Friday. Here's a little clip.
These role models are so important. I look up to Matt. He may be younger than me. He inspires me every day. We've set him a challenge and he's kind of rise to the occasion. Because in life, we come across challenges. Life isn't easy and we do sometimes have to struggle. And Matt has had those challenges.
Yes, that is coming out on Friday. Stay tuned for it. YouTube channel, premiere. Come on, he'll be on chat. The filmmaker will be on chat as well. We did it last week with Jonathan Segrist. We'll do it again this week. It's going to be good.
Awesome, I can't wait. I just wanted to shout out Andy Cave because we released an Andy Cave Climbing Daily on Monday. And it needs a bit of support because it is... Mountaineering is always a hard sell for Climbing Daily, but this man has had sort of such a life in the mountains and his stories are incredible. It's a lovely interview. The pictures he provided are beautiful. So here's just a little tiny clip of that, just to sort of get you excited.
Basically, for me, it was really important for us on the mountain was to do this in alpine style. Basically, very simple, no bolts, absolutely no bolts, no fixed ropes, no Sherpas, radios, any of that. Very simple. Climbing really like you would in the Alps, but with a bit more food, a bit more gas. And a couple of extra layers, but very, very similar. And also when we were actually on the climb as well, was to free climb as much as possible, not to use aid, to actually try and enjoy the climbing, which is difficult at altitude when the climbing's tough. The main difficulty on Changabang was the weather. We had storms every day, it's just over lunchtime. And so our climbing time on the face was cut short. You know, we're there for a day, but we're only climbing for a few hours each day, and that meant that by the time we got to the summit ridge, we'd really run out of food. Actually, just before we got to the summit ridge, but we really wanted to drive onto the summit, myself and Brendan.
So that's on the YouTube channel, Climbing Daily YouTube channel, link down below. Go and give it some support because it is. He's an amazing man. He's done some pretty hectic things. It's very cool.
Nice. All right, next up, shop stuff.
Yeah, so continuing our climbing bonanza discount deals, the next couple of days it's the turn of quick draws and harnesses. So you get 10% off all quick draws and harnesses with the code CLIP10 on the EpicTV shop. And it finishes tonight because it's Wednesday, so by midnight tonight it'll be over. So if you're watching this around about 5 o'clock, you've got a couple of hours to get in there and grab a bargain because it goes after midnight. That's it on quick draws and harnesses, so be quick.
What are you going to get? You're going to get some quick draws or harnesses?
Yeah, well, Steve McClure lost all my quick draws in a Greek climb, an 8A. He put them all in, then it rained, and then we left. So I need some sport climbing quick draws, so that's what I would buy.
Steve, if you're watching and you're not climbing up the side of your wall, get in touch.
I saw that. Yeah, where's my quick draw?
Gogglebox.
Yeah, I saw. It was funny.
I loved some of the comments. I thought they were brilliant.
I know.
All right, anything else we got to talk about?
I got comment of the week, or are we?
Comment of the week. Oh my gosh. Okay, you go first. I'm going to quickly find mine.
Okay, mine is from Greg Kite, and he's pointed out a mistake that I made that is a very funny mistake, because I said that Fred Nicole's hands are like fists. Now, obviously, his hands are like fists because they're fists, literally. So, thank you very much, Greg, for pointing out my blunder on that one. I think what I meant was he's got big hands, but
right.
I said he's got hands like fists. So, yeah, cheers, Greg. That made me smile. I'd forgotten I said that.
Okay, so I got one, and it's kind of a correction, and I saw it the other day, and I can't find it now. But it's something about... basically, we were talking about the bouldering and where is it? I can't find it. Anyway, it's basically talking about how in between. My memory's gone of it now. But basically, what is the first? The Dreamtime boulder was the first unofficial 8C, and then I was like the one that the Story of Two Worlds by Dave Graham in 2005 was the official 8C, but then it turned out that Fred Nicole had done an 8B plus 2 years after Dreamtime, but then it got upgraded to an 8C unanimously by everybody. So it turned out that Fred Nicole did actually do the first 8C boulder. So there's a whole side to the story that I missed out, and somebody pointed out in the comments. And now I can't find the comment because that comment would have told me what the Monkey Wedding in 2002, which got upgraded to 8C. So at the end of the day, Fred Nicole did get it. So Dave Graham, right. I'm sorry, who is also not 45 yet, he's 38, which is another mistake I made. But still, 37, he looks younger than me, and I'm 37. So
he looks younger than all of us because he has a wonderful life of climbing and crystals.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was my comment of the week. I can't find it.
Awesome. Well, we'll put it on screen if we can
Bastian
find
Grasnik. Bastian Grasnik. There you go. There it is. Sorry.
There you go. Bastian. Nice one. Cool. I've got a minute and a half recording time left on my camera, so
we can talk for a minute and a half then. What do you want to talk about?
We could do. Climbing daily for the rest of the week looks amazing. Sick training on Thursday, and then I don't know if it looks amazing because I haven't actually come up with a gear show. But climbing daily every day-ish.
Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to EpicTV YouTube as well. We are edging ever closer to 200,000. I would love to get there by the end of lockdown. Also, be safe out there. Wear masks, and even though we're coming out of lockdown, be wary of this all. We're not completely out of lockdown. There's still rules and stuff to abide by, so make sure you know all them before you go crazy and go out and do all the stuff that you normally do.
Yes. Right. Goodbye, Hugo. Lovely talking to you. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.